Have you ever wondered about the spectacular sights in Siem Reap? Nestled in the heart of Cambodia, Siem Reap boasts an enchanting blend of natural beauty and intricate cultural heritage. From the ancient temples echoing tales of the past, to the vibrant markets pulsating with life, this city is a treasure trove waiting to be discovered. And we're just getting started. We have curated a list of Siem Reap's top 10 sites that are a must-visit for any travel enthusiast. So buckle up as we embark on this virtual tour of Siem Reap's top 10 must-visit sites. First stop, the Instagram favorite, Angkor Wat. Now, who hasn't seen this on their feed, right? But let's delve a bit deeper, shall we? This ancient marvel isn't just a pretty face for your social media, it's a testament to the grandeur of the Khmer Empire. Crafted meticulously in the 12th century, it is the world's largest religious monument and a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Its intricate bas-reliefs and celestial alignments are a nod to its architectural genius. And did you know it's oriented towards the west, a direction typically associated with death in Hindu culture? Bit of a dark twist, eh? But don't worry, it's not all gloom and doom. The temple's 5 towering lotus-like spires symbolize the mythical Mount Meru, the center of the universe in Hindu cosmology. So next time you visit, don't just snap a photo for Instagram, take a moment to admire this architectural giant. Moving on to a place that will give you a grin, the Bayon Temple, home to 216 giant smiling faces. Picture this, you're in the heart of ancient city Angkor Thom, and you're surrounded by faces etched in stone, grinning ear to ear. It's like they've heard the world's funniest joke and they're not telling. These colossal faces are more than just a sight to behold. They are believed to represent the omnipresent bodhisattva Avalokitesvara, but with the features of King Jayavarman VII, the man behind the temple's construction. Talk about a royal photobomb. The Bayon Temple stands out for its unique architectural style, quite unlike any other temple in the region. It's a 3-tiered pyramid with numerous intricately carved bas-reliefs, depicting historical events and scenes from the everyday life of the Angkorian Khmer. Remember, if you're having a bad day, you've got 216 smiling faces to cheer you up. Next up, we visit the set of Tomb Raider, Prohm, a temple hugged by nature. Picture a centuries-old temple, now in the tender embrace of the jungle. This is Prohm, a unique spectacle where history and nature intertwine in a beautiful dance of coexistence. Constructed in the late 12th century, Prohm was originally a Buddhist monastery and university. Over time, the jungle claimed it back, turning it into a fascinating fusion of stone and vegetation. The temple's walls, adorned with intricate carvings, now serve as a foundation for the roots of towering trees, creating a site that is truly out of this world. And let's not forget its Hollywood fame. This is where Lara Croft dodged deadly traps, battled villains, and discovered ancient secrets. But here's a fun fact. The only special effects you'll find here are the ones nature has masterfully crafted over the centuries. Who needs a movie set when you have Prohm, right? Now let's step into a city frozen in time, Angkor Thom. This grand city, once the thriving capital of the Khmer Empire, is a testament to the architectural prowess of the ancient world. At the heart of it stands the majestic Bayon Temple, its many stone faces bearing silent witness to centuries gone by. Imagine the hustle and bustle of life here in the 12th century. The city was a hive of activity, with traders haggling over prices, artisans crafting masterpieces, and royals overseeing the empire. Quite a far cry from our modern digital age, wouldn't you agree? The city's layout, a perfect square, encapsulates the Khmer genius for urban planning. It's a marvel of symmetry, with each road leading to a grand gate, akin to a compass guiding you through history. Of course, there were no coffee shops back then, or Wi-Fi for that matter. Perhaps the ancient dwellers spent their free time admiring the intricate bas-reliefs, or perhaps they just enjoyed a good old-fashioned chat. So, are you ready to trade your city life for Angkor Thom? Now let's visit a place that could be considered the ancient equivalent of a women's empowerment movement, Banteay Srei. Banteay Srei, or the Women's Citadel, is a gem of a temple nestled in the heartland of Siem Reap. Its name translates to Citadel of the Women, and for good reason. Legend has it that the intricate carvings adorning the temple's red sandstone walls were so delicate, only a woman's hand could have crafted them. This 10th century temple, dedicated to the Hindu god Shiva, boasts some of the finest stone carvings in the world. The devil, as they say, is in the details. Here, the divine is in the details. Picture an ancient world where women might have been the master sculptors, their artistry immortalized in stone. Let's not forget the humor in this. Can you imagine the men of the era, scratching their heads, wondering how on earth the women managed such intricate work? So ladies, are you ready to claim your citadel? Next, we climb up to the best sunset spot in town, Phnom Bakheng. This temple mountain, a classic symbol of Mount Meru, is known for its stunning twilight views. But it's not just the sunset that's worth the climb. The temple itself is a marvel of Khmer architecture, with its 5-tiered pyramid structure raising eyebrows and heart rates alike. Phnom Bakheng is a place where history and natural beauty dance together under the setting sun. Imagine the sun dipping below the horizon, painting the sky with shades of orange and pink, while the ancient stones of the temple whisper tales from 1,000 years ago. Now that's what we call a pretty epic evening. But don't just take my word for it. Slip on those comfortable walking shoes and make the journey up the hill. It may be a bit of a huff and puff, but as the saying goes, no pain, no gain. Or in this case, no climb, no sublime sunset. Just remember, the climb is worth it for the view. Now let's unsheath the secrets of Preah, the temple of the sacred sword. From the get-go, Preah slashes through expectations. This sprawling monastic complex, once a hub of over 1,000 teachers, is more than just another temple. It's a testament to the grandeur of the Khmer Empire. At the heart of this ancient complex, you'll find a maze of vaulted corridors, impressive carvings, and a sense of tranquility that's sharper than any blade. But don't be fooled by its peaceful aura. Preah was once a fortified city, home to the sacred sword that lent its name. While we're on the topic of swords, let's debunk a myth. Contrary to what some might think, King Arthur didn't misplace Excalibur here. It's just a nickname, you see. A nod to the temple's history as a sword sanctuary. So come for the history, stay for the serenity, and leave the sword finding to the knights of yore. And no, you won't find Excalibur here. Next, we dive into the serpentine waters of Neak. Nestled in the heart of Angkor, this enchanting site, literally translating to the Entwined Serpents, is a fascinating spectacle to behold. The main highlight? A man-made island housing a Buddhist temple, smack dab in the center of a large square pool. Quite the sight, isn't it? Now don't let the tranquil waters fool you. This place is steeped in history and myth. Legend has it that the waters possess healing properties, curing ailments of those who bathed in them. It was the ancient world's version of a spa, if you will, only with a serpent theme. Imagine that. But here's a fun fact. The name Neak is derived from the entwined serpents sculpted along the base of the temple. Talk about a literal representation. So while you marvel at the unique blend of history, architecture and nature, just remember, no swimming with the serpents. Finally, we're visiting Roluos Group, remnants of the ancient Khmer capital. Now imagine ruling this place. I mean, the commute to work would be a breeze, right? This cluster of temples hails from the late 9th and early 10th centuries. Roluos Group was once the heart of the ancient city of Hariharalaya, the first capital of the mighty Khmer Empire. Not exactly a bustling metropolis by today's standards, but back then, it was all the rage. The group consists of 3 major temples, Preah, Bakheng, and Lolei. Each one is a fascinating testament to the architectural prowess of the Khmer people. Preah, with its intricate carvings of sacred bulls, was the first temple to be built in the ancient city. Bakheng, the most impressive of the lot, was the state temple of King Indravarman I. And let's not forget Lolei, the last of the trio, standing majestically above an ancient reservoir. It's like a 3-for-1 temple deal. The Roluos Group is not just a cluster of old buildings, it's a silent narrator, telling tales of a time when kings and queens ruled, when art and architecture flourished, and when the Khmer Empire was in its infancy. So pack your imaginary royal robes and dust off your invisible crowns. It's time to step back in time and rule your own ancient capital. So who's ready to rule their own ancient capital?